Welcome to Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 99. Wow! Of course, we've got your usual co-hosts, Yam Juice.
And I'm your co-host, Flex, who can't count to 99.
Well, you know, it's like only one shy. And then, of course, we've got our super duper guest. We've got Mr. Robert A. Fett. Ha!
Hey,
Hey, man.
And Mr. Denjoga. Waka, 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 waka.
Waka waka.
All right, I'm going to lose my shades here so I can see what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go. I'm trying to get the hat looking good.
Like 3D.
That's pretty cool. Hey, you know what? My brother's got a 3D computer monitor.
Does it work?
Yeah, it works. Like Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is in 3D, and with it on, and you're using the glasses, it's like the gun is like right up here in your face. When you're running around, the gun is like right here. It's like, wow, that's trippy as fuck. I don't actually like it.
Does it help you see the guys better?
No, actually, it sort of affects the screen resolution. You only get half of the screen resolution.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'd say it's a gimmick at this point. It's just
Probably.
a gimmick.
Yeah.
It's just a fad. It'll go away. Just like the television. That was a fad.
Yeah, that's right. Well, are any of you guys going to rush out and get a 4K TV?
No.
I'm
No.
gonna rush out. No.
You got that kind
I've
of-
never been an early adopter. Wait till all the kinks get worked out.
Yeah. Well, we bought a really big TV when they were pretty expensive, and now the TV that we paid, $2,500 for, it's like you can get it for $600.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
How much are those 4K TVs going for? Probably over 10 grand at this point.
You know what? They're not good either. I saw at Fry's Electronics they had one set up, so you could check it out, and they had a soccer game, and it's like, oh yeah, it's really amazing that you can pinpoint every little detail. But when the guy kicks the soccer ball, you see this little it leaves a ghost trail behind
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
So
Why is that?
probably the refresh rate isn't fast enough on it.
Yeah.
Can't keep up.
That used to be a problem on the flat screens that we're using now. I remember.
Yeah, but they worked that shit out, so now they're good.
Yeah.
So now it's a good time to get like a good, cheap, really big one, like a 70 or something, because what's going to happen is pretty soon the kind that we have now, they just aren't going to sell anymore, and they're all going to be 4K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a while, though.
I don't know. I bet it's going to be in 2 years.
2
No.
years?
Yeah,
You
that's
heard
what,
it.
my prediction.
You heard it here first. 2 years.
So it's got a way to go.
The technological void of the universe we have just spoken. 2 years, 4K everywhere.
Well,
Mark
so the
the
question
date.
is, are our next-gen consoles going to work with these 4K TVs?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Why
I haven't
wouldn't
even
it?
thought about it.
It should.
Well, it'll work. It just probably won't be in 4K. I mean, they're having a hard enough time at least on Xbox, getting it up to 1080. Speaking of next-gen consoles, so, Dan, you haven't taken the plunge yet, have you?
No.
Neither have I.
Oh my God, Fett, you haven't either.
Nope.
You're still in the Stone Age.
Still in the Stone Age.
Stone Age.
Well, I can tell you that you haven't been missing a whole lot. I mean, really, there's not hardly anything that they can do that you can't do, on the older gen.
All you've been missing is a lot of aggravation and frustration.
Haven't been missing that. Haven't been missing that at all. Been having plenty of that.
Yeah, you got your share, plenty. So what's the state of the art, or what's the state of the nation on the game that you guys are most into, and that would be Battlefield 4? What's the report on that?
It's gone back into beta. It has.
Good answer.
Pretty
It
much,
has.
yeah.
They have the community test environment on PC for premium players only, and they're testing fixes for the game, like major stuff, like changing the tick rate and changing major things. But it's 6 months into the game. Who knows if it'll even affect the consoles at this point?
Right.
But yeah, I mean they're back into beta testing to try to get the thing to work. They're just calling it community test environment.
Yeah. Well, so
And you got
far
to pay to play.
that's only PC. So what's the report from the people who've played it? Do you know anybody who's played it?
No.
I haven't really been reading the forum posts about it.
What kind of a Battlefield player are you? You're not like poring over the forum every single.
I'm a sick and tired Battlefield 4 player.
Yeah.
Now I've seen the Battlefield 4 forums, and they're not a whole lot different than the COD forums or even the Titanfall forums. People with the least amount of intellect in the universe inhabit those places constantly.
Yeah.
You mean trolls?
Yeah. Okay. We lost Fett's live picture.
I didn't.
I see him moving. Oh, no.
Oh,
He just
I
Call
didn't.
dropped.
he dropped
Oh, no.
me right after you said that.
All right. Well, we'll try to get him back here. In the meantime, hey, I just noticed that you got your new. What is that? A pork pie hat?
It's not, I thought it was, but it's not. It's a fedora.
That's a fedora.
It's a fedora. Yours
that
is
song?
more of a pork pie, but it's actually a bucket, I guess.
It's a bucket hat. It's like I bought it on vacation.
Nice. Yeah, I can do the down thing, but I don't know.
Yeah, I like to wear my hats up because, like,
Yeah.
it shows that you're not a serious person if you wear it up.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like
right.
you're kind of pretentious if you like.
See, I wear it now. Evil Flex. Happy Flex.
Can you flip the front? Will it stay? If you flip the front of that brim up, will it stay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Also,
Nice.
it helps to make you less serious if you wear it back further. But my ponytail is blocking me. I can't
Yeah.
go any further than that.
That thing's great, yeah. I mean, Flex. Well, yours is too, yeah. But
Whee!
that's the real deal.
Wow.
Yeah. You know,
You know what year your
Ozzy's guitar
grandfather got it?
No, I don't. Wonder if it says in the hat.
But I don't think this one really looks good up.
Now,
I mean,
I
like,
heard
tilted back.
while I was getting a Coke, I heard you talking to Flex saying that he should get it stretched. Is there such a thing? Can you have a hat stretched?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had this one stretched before I bought it. They have a, it's like a shoe tree, except it's for a hat. It's just a wooden frame, and it's got a thing in the middle to spread it apart wider. And they steam it. They have a steam machine. They put some steam on it, and they open the thing up a little bit, stretch it out.
Wow.
Yeah,
See,
I
I
should
would have
have
thought
it
that would
stretched.
tear it or rip it or something.
Actually,
They do it pretty slow and gentle, yeah.
I gotta put my headphones on. These earbuds are driving me crazy. I don't know how you do those earbuds. Yeah, man, they drive me crazy.
I have one inside my cowboy hat.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
There you go.
I said I just keep it formed when I have it aside. You know, it's dirty now.
You're not going to put that thing on?
Why do I have to? For Pony?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. See, Pony,
Hey,
this is
I
for
got
you.
hats all over the place around here.
Nice.
I like it.
Nice.
I like it.
I actually
like
bought it for my brother's wedding. He was doing a riverboat gambler kind of theme wedding. I was the best man, so I went and bought myself a hat and the whole outfit. Well, I rented the outfit, but you know, the vest, the little string tie, you know, the whole
Sweet.
nine.
Oh wow! So it's like a Western style tux.
Yep, exactly.
Nice.
Oh wow.
All right. Well, I got a Western sport jacket at a flea market one time. It has the kind of the yoke kind of thing, and it's like it's sort of cool.
You mean like embroidered? I don't know what a yoke is.
Well, it's over there. It's hanging, but it's just like Western style. It's got this like all these little Western little
Like
trimmings.
a choker.
It's like a suit. It's like a suit jacket kind of thing, except it's like got little elements of Western wear.
Like embroidery, you mean?
God damn it! You make me have to go get it.
Made Yam get
I
up.
may not be keeping this hat, actually. There was another one in the store that I threw on, and this one that really had to mess with it for it to feel right on my
I
head.
should wear this.
And I picked up this other one of a different style, and I just plopped it on my head, and it just fit perfectly. It felt good. Different style. It's called a grism.
Grism. Okay, so here we go. I don't know if you can see. It's real shiny,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
and
see.
it's got this kind of.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah.
got these little
Cool.
weird dealy boppers here in the back. It's got a. Kind of like this little. Yeah, that's a yoke.
Oh, yeah. That's a yoke? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh okay.
I gotcha.
So if I ever want to, be a cowboy.
Well, if you ever want to learn fashion sense, talk to Yam.
That's it. See.
Oh, I
If
keep losing fat. I lost.
Yeah,
fat again.
I lost Fett again.
okay, which one of you is calling from Brazil?
Yeah, right.
Don't get me started, you.
So I've never talked to anybody on Skype from Brazil, but I have a. Oh wow,
Oh, we lost him all the way.
there he is. He's coming back.
Yep. Having issues here.
Okay, there you go. He's coming back. All right.
There you are.
I'm back.
So your brother is he got married on a riverboat, or he had a
Well,
riverboat
it was a ferry. Or not ferry. It was I don't know. It was a boat that went up and down the river. It wasn't like an official Western river boat. It was just he got married on this river on the I don't know down by the shore, the Jersey Shore somewhere, Manahawkin, something like that. That was
Well,
years ago.
If it was a riverboat kind of thing, did they have gambling? Were you guys playing roulette and like
No,
that?
there was no gambling on the, but a lot of drinking.
That's good.
You're drinking.
Yeah, it was fun though. It was a very different wedding, that was for sure.
Wow.
It was about a 2 or 3 hour ride on the river.
Well, so like when it was over, you ended up in the same place you left, right? Or did you have
Yes.
to like, take a long ass cab ride to get back to your car?
It was the same place. They went down the river and they came back.
Oh God! All right, so Flex, you are now the boss man of Sub One's official Battlefield server.
Yep.
So how's
How's that
going?
working out?
It finally EA put a new server up for us, and it's finally somewhat stable. So, but it was a joke, man. It was like first it was connection issue. It would come up with an error and say it had a connection issue. Then it said it couldn't find a game server, and EA fought with it for a day. I was kind of watching throughout the day, and I could see the presets changing and the map rotation changing, and they fucked with it all day. And then finally they were just like, "You get a new server."
So have you gone on it?
I've been gaming on it. It did solve the problem for the most part. It's still sometimes you get a timeout, a connection timeout, and I think that's just because they don't have enough servers. They don't have or enough bandwidth, one of the two. So hard to say. They told me the last email I got. Yeah, the last email I got from EA, he said that DICE is aware of the problem and they've been working on it, but they don't have very good troubleshooting tools to fix that type of a problem. So basically, what he was saying was, please let this server work for this goon, so that I don't have to fuck with him anymore. So it works, but it's kind of flaky.
Yeah.
Just like the game. It's in beta, man. I mean, it is what it is.
I think that, okay, so Titanfall is an EA game.
Yeah.
It's like when it was announced that Titanfall was coming out, it's like I had mixed feelings about it. It sounded really, really good, but it was coming out on EA, so I was kind of worried. And then it comes out, we play it plays fucking great. It's like it plays better than any game I've ever played as far as like online and the connections and all that stuff. It's on dedicated servers, but they're not EA servers. It's running on the Microsoft Azure cloud. So it runs great. Why doesn't EA use that for Battlefield?
I think because when it was probably when they first started developing 4, the cloud was not the big buzz that it is right now.
Well, that would work on the people who have Microsoft, but the PlayStation people. But PlayStation's got their own cloud, right? Some kind of
do they?
Gaikai. They call it Gaikai.
Is that what it is?
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I don't really pay much attention to the tech stuff.
You're not a tech guy.
No.
Yeah.
Hold up that microphone again.
Gives me a headache.
When it comes to the games anyway, I just want to turn it on and play and not have it crash and lag and
have all the drama.
Be miserable.
Yeah. Well, I got to say that, I don't have any problems with how Call of Duty Ghosts works online. That game just doesn't really float my boat. It's like it's got like shit in it. It's like bullshit. That allows people to play like camping bitches. I mean, seriously, it's just like it has millions of tools for camping, and it's just not as fun as other ones have been. So I haven't played it for like 3 months, pretty much.
Raspberries, you just don't like it because you're no good at it.
No. I have a slightly okay. I don't have as high of a KD as I did on the last couple. Okay, but, but I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. So I've been looking for games, and Titanfall has been the best one I've found so far. But Flex and I just picked up Wolfenstein.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I picked it up. It's pretty cool. The graphics are really good, and the gun selection's pretty good. But it's kind of for a next gen game, it's almost kind of, I don't know, cartoonish to me.
Yeah. Well, it looks really crisp and clear, but I have a problem. It gives me vertigo or nausea or something.
Yeah, Yam's been
I've tried playing it twice, and about 15, 20 minutes in, I start getting kind of motion sickness.
It's the head spin.
Had that happen to me with some games.
Yeah, so I just have to take it out. I think I'm gonna have to turn it back in.
Well, the last one was on Xbox Live. They had a game called Gotham City Imposters, which was based on Batman, and that one used to give me the head spins, man. I don't know what it was about that game, but
yeah, I used to get a little bit queasy playing that.
But I haven't had the problem. I mean, the game's pretty cool. I mean, if it's the last Nazi, I think Mango might have said it, or I saw it somewhere. Somebody said, if you play no other Nazi game, and this is your last Nazi game, make it Wolfenstein.
See, the only problem with it is there's no online of any kind. There's no multiplayer,
no co-op.
No co-op. It's strictly a
you in the
player.
game, man. You in the game.
So
Yeah, I've been playing
games like that anymore.
Yeah, I don't really like it either. I a few times have played Batman Arkham City, and it's just boring.
Well, a lot of it's conversing and playing with other people. I think that's a lot of the fun of it anymore.
Yeah, I think that's true. It's like, okay, this is all fun and all, but I need some kind of multiplayer.
It's more fun killing things with your friends.
So did you guys try out Borderlands 2 when it came out?
Yeah,
I did. Yeah,
me too.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of fun. At least you can play with a couple of friends.
Didn't really.
I didn't. At first, I didn't even know that they could just jump in the game with you. I was playing one day, and all of a sudden, I see this guy running by. He's killing everybody. I'm like, what the hell? It was SM.
Yeah, I played with Sam and Heathen some.
Yeah, it wasn't. It didn't grab me. I liked it. I love the graphics. I think the art style is really cool.
Yeah.
Everything looks neat. And I like what a smart ass, Handsome Jack was and all that. And I like that he's called Handsome Jack. But oh god. So the next big thing, and it is a big thing. It's been like, hype city. Anybody guess?
5 years in production.
Flex?
Got me. I don't stay up on top of things like that.
What? Watch Dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
5 years they've been doing that?
5.5 years it's been in production, supposedly.
Wow.
So the Chicago Tribune said they got a preview of it, and they said that it absolutely is spot on phenomenal for knockoff of Chicago. The skylines, the graphics, right down to like the Miracle Mile or whatever they call it.
So it perfectly emulates Chicago. Is that a good thing?
I didn't know it took place in Chicago.
Yeah.
I've never been to Chicago. I'm not going to diss it or anything.
I've been there.
I lived there for 3 years. It's an interesting place.
Ah.
I liked it.
Well, their pizza's fucked up.
What?
No. It's
You
okay.
watched the Daily Show? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
He started a whole war with Chicago over the pizza.
Yeah, the New York and Chicago pizza.
Yeah.
Well, I really actually am kind of the Will Rogers of pizza. I never really met a pizza I didn't like. I mean, they're all good. I mean, the only bad pizza I ever had in my entire life was for my birthday a couple of years ago. I had this crazy idea. Let's go to Chuck E. Cheese.
I fell into the Chuck E. Cheese trap. I thought the pizza was good.
So, yeah, you go in there and you order a pizza pie, and it's overpriced. And with your pie, you get X many tokens automatically, to play the bullshit that they've got there.
So,
And I, first of all, I went there specifically because I really wanted to play whack-a-mole. I wanted to play whack-a-mole. It had been years. So we get there, and I order the pie, and I get my tokens, and I'm looking around for whack-a-mole, and I'm not finding it. I ask somebody. It's like, no, we don't have whack-a-mole. What?
All you wanted for your birthday was to play whack-a-mole.
That's it. And I ended up getting the worst pizza. I mean, this is like...
it's like fucking cardboard with ketchup on it, man. Holy shit.
Like, it is incredibly bad. I mean, even the cheap, the super, super budget pizzas, like frozen, in the frozen section, it's like the
$1 pizza.
Only the destitute would buy. It's not even as good as that.
Those little round ones that come in the box, the little box,
Yeah.
Totino's. Oh, I love those things.
Well, now Totino's is halfway decent. It's not one of the good ones.
I used to survive on Elio's pizza and I think it was Stouffer's French bread crust pizza.
Oh yeah,
those were my staples.
Those are good.
Got some in the refrigerator.
I like Red Baron. That's my favorite pizza. Or DiGiorno, of course. It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno.
It's DiGiorno.
I don't do the frozen pizza thing anymore. I hardly do the pizza thing anymore.
Really? I still have pizza. Every Friday a buddy comes over in real life. I actually have a friend in real life.
Hey, honey, Yam's got a friend in real life.
He's I've known him for a really long time, and he's actually a little older than me, which makes him incredibly old. So he comes over every Friday night, and we always order pizza and watch a movie.
That's cool.
And, we always try to watch an action movie, like or a western, and kind of we don't have a problem watching bad movies. It's kind of fun. The one we saw last night was 6 Bullets. It's a 2012 movie with none other than Van Damme.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, the Van Damage of it all.
He's still at it. That guy is still making movies. Can you believe it?
Movies, fuck. Did you see the Volvo commercial he made for Volvo?
Yeah. That was cool.
Did you see that, Yam?
I don't remember that.
He stands in between two Volvo trucks and, like, does this thing with his splits.
Like a
Oh, yeah. I saw
180
that.
degree split.
Oh, my God. How does he do that? Man, makes my balls hurt.
Well, he's one of those guys who's over time he's collected a certain amount of gravitas, like Mickey Rourke. He's gotten so grizzled, his face. He's such a badass looking dude. He's still got the muscles.
Oh, yeah, he's still the muscles from Brussels.
Yeah, actually, I heard back in the day. I heard he had a thing for trannies. That's just what I heard.
All right, then. Take your
All
word.
right, then. I'll take your word on that one.
I don't know if it's true, but anyway, actually, it was good. I give it a thumb up. So it's on Netflix.
Only one thumb up?
Only one thumb up. Yeah, I give it one thumb. I was like, I'd watched a few weeks ago. We watched the second. What was that? Flaming motorcycle thing with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, Ghost Rider.
Yeah, Ghost Rider, like the
Vengeance
sequel of it.
Vengeance to Hell or whatever.
Oh man, that was bad. That was
The first one was awful.
I don't think I made it through the first one.
Yeah. So anyway, that's our kind of thing. I've tried to get him on the show, but he is like he's shy. He's kind of
Oh,
an
Nicolas
introvert.
Cage?
No, my buddy. I tried to get him on the show, but he just won't do it. It's like I've even had my mom on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had his mom on. That was cool.
Yeah,
She's really-
Doesn't sorry, back to the movies. Didn't the new X-Men movie open last night or something, or is it next week or
Next.
No,
it's
Friday.
it's playing right now because Ann
Yeah,
was saying
yeah.
we should go to a movie, and she was
It opened
mentioning
when?
that one.
It opened,
it opened
Wednesday
last night.
Yeah, it opened. No, did it open last night or Wednesday night?
Last night.
Last night. Heard
Well,
it's really
it's
good.
out
I've
right
seen
now.
seen some previews for it, man. It looks really good.
Yeah. Well, it's got Jennifer Lawrence in it, so that's enough.
in body paint?
In body paint. Yeah,
body-
get rid
Yeah,
of that
that's-
fucking
that's-
body paint.
That's the scene I saw was when she turned into. She went from being her into the body paint thing. Oh man,
It's like
it was awesome.
get rid of that latex shit, man, and let's see the real deal.
Latex.
She's
your
the
cat is a superstar. Your cat is a video star.
Yeah.
Very
I like
much.
that.
But he is.
Kitty cat killed the flexible star.
My cats are hiding in a corner somewhere.
yeah. My cat's
Not
nowhere to be
hot,
seen.
just-
Well, turn around. Let's see her face. See his face. Is it a boy or a girl?
This is Dante. He's a boy.
Hey,
Dante,
kitty. Kitty.
He's being shy. There.
My wife would love Dante. She likes orange and white kitties.
He likes to play with the mouse or the cursor on the screen when I'm moving things around.
He is. Hey.
There
wow,
you go.
that's a cool
there he's
shot.
checking it out. He's checking the camera out.
I think he's looking at
Wow, I think it's having an effect there, Dan.
he's looking at the shadows of the ceiling fan going.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I see you got a doggy behind you too.
Oh yeah, that's my 3-legged dog. That's the one that when she was a puppy, she was like not even a year old. I help my wife take care of her horse, and we were out there, and I was throwing hay to the horses, and the dog followed me out because she stays right with me. She's my dog; she's not going anywhere away from me. And she got a little farther away, and at this barn, there's another dog that pesters the horses, so the horses will go after this dog. Well, they went after her, and one of them kicked her. She was squealing and she was doing the coffee grinder like Curly from the Three Stooges. I went running over there. It's like I thought she was paralyzed. I really did. And I'm calm her down. I look up. I'm surrounded by horses, and all of them had that look in their face like, "Get the fuck away! We're finishing this one."
Oh, man.
wow.
It was-
man.
And what they had done was they dislocated her left hip. So we took her to the vet. The vet looked at it, tried to put it back in, and wouldn't stay in. So the vet says, we got 3 choices. We can replace the hip. We can send her out to a hospital, and that's expensive, and we got to send her out. We could do surgery and tighten up the ligaments, which is expensive, and also have to send her out. Or we can just lop off the top of the femur, which is relatively cheap, and we can do it right here in the office. So guess which option we took.
As he's sharpening his meat cleaver.
Yeah. And they said, the vet said that she would probably not use that leg again. She would use it to put it down, balance herself and stuff. But if she walked or ran or something, she would tuck it up under her. You would not know. I guess because she was a puppy, she got used to it. And you can't even tell now. She'll run full speed, and she'll do everything that a regular dog does. The only time you notice it sometimes when she's laying on the floor, that leg will be in like a funny position, and you go,
Oh wow, that's sad, but it's inspiring too.
yeah, it is.
Damn.
What a trip.
Yeah.
Here's shut up. I got a Chihuahua in addition to a cat. So how do your cat and dog get along?
Oh, they get along fine. We can go. A lot of times I go to her. I go kiss a kitty, and she's already looking like, what? She'll go and chase and hunt the cat down and find him just to give it like a kiss. I say, when the cat's around, the cat goes, oh God.
No, I don't want a kiss. I don't want a dog kiss.
Funny.
And there's another dog in the background. We're just babysitting that one.
Oh, okay. So you got a temporary lodger.
Yeah, we get a lot of them. My wife, helps friends out, and she does it for a couple extra bucks. They're gone for the Memorial Day weekend, so we're helping them out.
All right. So you guys just hanging out here for Memorial Day. Ann was initially talking about let's do some sort of a getaway.
I do parades for the weekend. I have my Jeep every Memorial Day, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I have a parade each day. Like today, it was an early one. We did Princeton, and it was a 10 o'clock kickoff, and we were done I was back here by noon. So it's good. Tomorrow's like a 1 o'clock kickoff, and then I'll be back here, I don't know, 2, 3 o'clock. But I usually stick around for the little ceremony at the end, and, hot dogs or whatever if they got some. So
yeah, I've seen pictures of your Jeep. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a military Jeep. It's actually like
World
a
War
service.
II.
The real deal.
Yep, the real deal.
That's cool, and it runs then.
Yes, it does. It runs, and I have a uniform that I put on, part of the helmet there. I put that on, to complete the look almost. It's like a lot of times I see cars, these old cars like Model A's and stuff, and I look at it and I go, it would be so much better if you could put a vintage uniform or period uniform or clothing on or something, to complete the look.
Yeah.
The Model T driving up the road, some dude with green hair and piercings and tattoos everywhere.
So somebody's got his foot prepped up on the dash, and he's wearing Crocs.
Smoking a doobie, man.
Hey, who here has ever worn Crocs?
Not me.
Oh, flex! Oh, flex! Oh my God! Oh, I don't know if I could be your friend anymore.
Put a stress fracture in my right foot because of Crocs.
Really?
Yeah. No support, man. They're like walking on your bare feet with, an eighth of an inch of plastic in between you and the ground. And I got flat feet, and I didn't really think about it, and crack! Put a stress fracture in my foot.
How?
Wow, it's cool to use shoes that can also be used as a flotation device. So if you were like an investor and you saw people like snapping up these Crocs like nobody's business, is like, oh my God, I got to get in on this. Sink all your money into Crocs.
No doubt. Crocs is where it's at, man.
Okay, well let's talk about old-fashioned fashions. Just the other day you posted it was your anniversary. Happy anniversary again.
Thank you.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
How long has it been?
22 years.
22 years.
Wow.
And happy anniversary, Shelby. Oh, she can't hear, huh?
She can't hear. It's on his headphones.
Hang on a second, guys.
Anyway, what'd you think
Happy
of?
anniversary! Now go take the trash out.
What'd you think of that picture of Flex's mullet? That was a primo mullet.
That's a classic picture there.
Yeah, Shelby was looking pretty hot there. You know,
Yeah.
like, it
With
looked like
the
a
Aquaman.
looked like a
It looked
1980s
like
music
every
video.
girl I knew in high school, like senior
Yes.
year of high school.
Yep.
Those
Let
must
me
have
know.
been good
Open up my
days.
yearbook. I'll show you what she looked like.
Yeah. She does. She looks a lot like I could say her name, but I won't. Just this girl from my neighborhood that I knew since elementary school. When she was in high school, she had that exact same hairdo, same makeup, looked just like her.
Did you have a thing for this gal?
Not
Be
at any
honest.
point. No. She dated a friend of mine.
Jesse's got a girl. Scamming on your buddy's girl.
Oh,
No.
no, I wasn't interested. I had my own interests back then for sure.
Yeah. No, I'll admit that back in the day, I did go and get a mullet.
I had one.
They weren't called mullets at that time, but I described, give me one of those kind of haircuts, where it's like close on the sides and long in the back, it's like.
Yeah, no, we've been coming up
Yeah.
up here quite a few times because he plays hockey.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, you gotta turn.
Trying out
I
for a
mean,
junior team.
Sit down. We'll
Flex,
finish
you gotta
this
turn your
up.
microphone off.
We'll chat. Have a chair on the couch if you want. I just had a buddy come in from out of town.
Oh my God. Ermagerd.
Yeah. I haven't seen this guy in like ages. And
I just tell about 20 years. It's been
yeah, I think it's about 20 years.
Wow.
Wow. Does
Hello,
he know
buddy.
that you have this podcast show?
guys.
Blew my mind.
So they knew you when that picture was taken, probably, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that picture was something else, wasn't it?
That was awesome.
Yeah, you
Was
guys
that like
were-
1989?
Absolutely. How'd you know? It was like
hairdo?
actually it was 91. So
Yeah.
hey, if you don't mind, I'm going to do something I've never done before. Is it okay if I leave the show and visit with my friend?
Yeah, sure.
Can you finish her up without me?
The three of us are going to just give it a go here.
All right. Well, I didn't start the call, so I'm just going to drop out. It's been great, guys. I appreciate you coming to doing the show.
All right,
Have fun,
Flex.
Flex.
Oh, wait. Do the thing so we can dub you in later. Yeah, we got to have that.
All right.
Awesome.
All right,
So
have
he's
fun
gonna
with your
return
pal.
at the end.
Talk to you later.
Take care,
Flex.
Flex.
All right, as soon as he scoots off. Now this is going to give me an editing problem. I'm going to have to like rejigger the names because now we're going
Oh, I
to
see.
slide over.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 99 episodes. You guys are on episode 99.
Hey, Fett, I like the T-shirt, by the way.
Mine?
Yeah.
I've
My
never
neck of
been
the
there.
woods.
My parents brought me this.
Cape Cod. How far away from Cape Cod are you, Dan?
This weekend, like probably 6 hours, but on a normal, when the traffic's not bad, I don't know. Depends what part of the Cape. Couple hours to get to it's been so long since I've done it, but maybe an hour and a half to get to like Falmouth and Hyannis. But I've gone around the
The little,
thing.
it's a
And,
little squiggle.
Like Wellfleet takes like 3 hours. It's a long drive. I don't know my geography. I think the popular places like Hyannis and Falmouth, I think they might be like before the elbow even of the Cape.
Hyannis. Isn't that where the Kennedy's compound is located?
Yeah.
You ever knock on the door and say, hey, what's up?
No, we saw it from the water. We had a family friends who had a cottage, I think south of the compound near the shore, and we could row out from the shore from their local beach. We could row out in the rowboat and see the Kennedy compound from the water.
Well, it's a big
Quite
deal
exciting.
when it's not a house; it's a compound.
And it was too, yeah.
Yeah. It's like I'm going to start calling my house a compound.
You have to have more than one building and like a wall surrounding it for it to count the compound.
It's like, damn, I don't got that. Well, we'll build a shed in the backyard and then we'll call it a compound. It's like, yeah, there's multiple buildings. Oh God. So I was watching there's a new reality TV show that just came out last week, and I don't watch reality TV shows except for some reason I sat down with Ann while she's watching TV and this came on, and I sort of like it. It's called I Want to Marry Harry. Have you heard of it?
No.
Okay, well it's Fox. It's on Fox. It's one of those romance shows like The Bachelor, where they have a guy and it's like a whole bunch of girls and one at a time they get kicked off the island sort of thing. And yeah, I guess the idea is for him to find true love or something. This is a guy who they found. They film it in England. This guy looks exactly like Prince Harry. He really does.
Oh, yeah, I did see a little teaser trailer thing for that.
Yeah, the guy that they got is great. He's tall. He's got the looks. He's got a sort of a sophisticated English accent. And the girls are all giggly bimbo gold diggers from the U.S.
Of course.
And they've been brought to England, and there's they've rented this huge like mansion that looks like a castle kind of thing with like hundreds of acres of grounds, and they've got butlers and maids and stuff, and they've got the girls convinced that this actually is Prince Harry for the royal family, and that he's gonna pick one of them.
A bunch of years ago, just when reality shows were getting big, there was, the hell was it called? It was called like Joe something.
Joe Millionaire?
No, it was all, it's like a bunch of people living together, and it was one of those kind of elimination things. And one guy was not in on it. The rest of them were all actors.
Joe
They were all
Schmo.
punkin', yeah, Joe Schmo. And the first season of it was pretty funny, and the guy was like this real genuine, they picked the right guy. He was this like genuine nice guy who, wouldn't do anything bad to anybody. And all the actors, they'd go in like their confessional video, and they all felt so bad about punking the guy. But it was a pretty good show.
Yeah, I watched Joe Schmo. He sort of had a thing for the hot little blondes, and she was like a super religious, and she was a virgin.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't.
That was her story. Yeah.
How many years ago do you think that was? I don't really remember.
I bet
much
it was like
about
10 years ago.
Probably was. Yeah.
I think the big reality thing hit with Survivor, and I think that started in like around 92 or something. No, not 92, 2002 or something like that.
Yeah.
So this reality craze has been going on for a long time now, and I don't watch it.
I used to watch Survivor when it first came on, but then I got very tired of it. I watch it and I go, the editors and the producers are manipulating all these characters.
They are manipulating it. That's what turned me off of it, because you could tell they're maneuvering the outcomes to these things.
I watch these documentary shows. I mean, they're kind of reality TV, but they're like Deadliest Catch about the crab fishermen,
right?
Which is really good TV. I mean, I don't think they set much up there, but the other one is Axemen, and they do such a bad job of setting up these fake scenarios. It's so transparent.
So it's like, what about loggers or something?
Yeah.
Ice Road Truckers.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah,
it's like the Duck Dynasty. There's a million of them.
The Gold Rush one too, and it seems like they set up some of the situations in that too. Look who's here!
Oh my goodness!
Don't spill my drink. Come here.
Oh, there's one of
big.
little rascals.
Smokey.
Let's see your face, Smokey.
Say hi, Smokey. Go over here. If I try to hold her up to the screen, she's just gonna kick everything over. She's totally not into this.
She just come for a
I
little.
don't ever hang out down here, so the cats don't like. They're not really comfortable here either.
Yeah. So this is just your computer room.
No, it's my music room basically.
Well, you got a computer down there apparently.
I got iTunes on this computer, and like this thing called the Amazing Slow Downer to help me learn songs. You can change the pitch and or the speed of songs. So
That
when
sounds
I'm
cool.
learning tunes down here, yeah.
Wow.
I've given you the last time I was on. I gave you the tour of the place. I got my guitar and my bass are over there. Keyboards over there.
I got a
Back
guitar.
there.
I don't know if you can see it. It's
see it.
like an Epiphone. It's like a 335 kind of a style Epiphone. It's really nice.
That's cool.
I got it for my 50th birthday.
Sweet.
And like just on the other side of that white door, you probably can see just a trace of outline. There's a bass hanging up too. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I see it.
Yeah.
Kind of
Guys,
behind
you
the
play
door.
any instruments?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No. Did you play anything in high school? I see you as a saxophone kind of guy.
No, it's I
Those
couldn't-
fighting
I
words,
can't
man.
carry a note in a bucket. Let me tell you.
Did you ever play
I
any of
listen
those
to the
music
radio. That's
games?
it.
Did you ever play any of those like Guitar Hero, Rock Band kind of games?
No, I don't know. I have a hard enough time playing Battlefield.
You know, when that was one of the first games that I kind of liked. That when I got my first game system, it was a PlayStation 2,
Mhm.
and I got Guitar Hero or Rock Band or something for it. I forgot what it was. I got them both, but that was actually kind of fun. That was sort of the first game that that sort of got me.
Yeah, I know a lot of guys that played. I had the neighbor kid upstairs used to come down and play on our PlayStation with it and stuff. And I used to watch him, but I wasn't playing. He was too good. It was intimidating.
Yeah. It's
I
like-
played. I don't think it was Guitar Hero, but one of those music things for the first time ever. I don't know, last year. It's the only time I've ever played. Pretty fun.
Yeah.
It was a party, and so everybody was drinking, and everybody was taking turns, and everybody was joining in. You know, they had it's Rock Band, I guess. They had the guitar, the bass, the drums, and the vocals. I think it was rock.
Yeah. It used to be pretty big. It's like there was a bar that used to have a rock band night, and like just anybody who wanted to could go. They had a big screen TV, and they were playing it through the sound system, and it was kind of a hoot. Pitchers of beer and stuff. But that whole entire genre just fucking crapped the bed. It just vanished like the fucking dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was huge.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess you can only go so far with that. I think a lot of people still play it. It's just that once there was like 3 or 4 different games that all did the same thing, then what are you going to do that's new,
Yeah. Well, what about first-person shooters? Are they going to go the way of the dinosaur?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, no, not when you're online. I don't think because every game's different. Playing with different people. Brazilians, Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the most fun I ever had was back in the original Black Ops days. That's when I had the most fun.
Star Wars Battlefield 1 and 2. Battlefront. Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2. That was the most fun.
Was that
Well,
online?
one of the things that was fun about it was that you could play split screen on or offline. You could play online with a friend sitting next to you.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, split screen is annoying. I mean, because the TV shrinks to half the size.
Yeah.
That's annoying. And sometimes, depending on the game, it cuts off some of it.
Yeah.
Like, we tried to play Wii Mario Kart, split screen 4 ways. It's like, oh my God, your window gets this tiny little thing. You have to,
And you end up you're looking at the wrong car. Have you ever done that?
Yeah, I do.
Like, what? Like, how come I can't get off the wall? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong car.
But I think split screen is a good idea because a lot of times you want to play with somebody that's in the same room.
Yeah.
Yeah. So games that don't support split screen are doing a disservice, I think.
Well, I always liked in Battlefield 3 the co-op missions. You could play with somebody, just one friend, and you go through these specific missions. I enjoyed those.
Does Battlefield 4 have a co-op kind of a deal?
No.
Yeah. No. Call of Duty always has like some kind of a additional, game mode. Like this one has some alien game mode where you fight off aliens in waves and stuff. And the one before that, Treyarch had zombies.
Yeah, the zombies. I used to play that one with my son a lot. The zombie game.
Yeah, the zombie. It's kind of fun. I never got to be good at it. I just could never advance very far.
No, we couldn't either. But we had a lot of fun trying.
Right. I've watched people on YouTube who go really, really far. And it looks fun, but if you can't get that far, it's like you're still just on your pistol and you die.
Yeah, I tried it. They had it. They have it for Black Ops. Yeah, they had it.
Yeah, they had the original Black Ops. They had zombies.
Yeah, I tried it. It was fun for a change.
Yeah, you can play it. You're either JFK or you're Castro. Or you're John McNamara.
The sound bites used to crack me up. The ones where what was he saying? That even a blind squirrel's right twice a day or something like that.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, our next Call of Duty, since
It's supposed to be broken. Are you sure it wasn't a broken watch?
No, he said a blind squirrel,
blind squirrel.
right twice a day. It's just he was meant to.
Yeah. No, that's funny.
Yeah. So that is kind of funny. I'm gonna pull that on somebody, see what they say. I always say blind pig.
Blind pig.
I don't know. So yeah, our next Call of Duty that's coming out is like, since I'm sort of burnt on this one here, I'm sort of looking forward to a new one coming out, and it's going to be by a new developer, which is Sledgehammer. Instead of just Infinity Ward and Treyarch, it's now they've got a third developer in the mix, and this is going to be Advanced Warfare, really original title.
Yeah.
But
it does have Kevin Spacey in the campaign, and that looks pretty cool because I really love House of Cards.
Kevin Spacey.
And he looks like Kevin Spacey too. It's not like his voice.
Yeah.
Character.
You know that they probably had the actor. They had like little dots stuck all over his face.
Yeah.
It's like every time he moved, the little dots are moving.
Yeah.
Mocap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got any Memorial Day weekend plans?
Not really. It's like Ann wanted to do a getaway. We could go to Carmel or we could go to Santa Cruz or something like that. And I said, okay, find me a hotel where that has smoking, and I'll do it. Because I am not going to go like on my weekend, my 3-day weekend, and like be stuck someplace where I have to go, outside some bullshit thing to have a smoke. It's like I'm a smoker, going in my hand right now. And it's just like, I'm not going to do that. But unfortunately, they're cracking down. Like you can't fucking find a smoking hotel anywhere. They're just getting terrible. And that's fairly recent. The last few years it's been like that. It used to not be this big of a problem.
Go to Colorado.
Yeah. Colorado, you can smoke everywhere?
I don't know. I'm just assuming since they're going to have like pot tourism now that they got to have smoking friendly hotels,
Yeah.
You would think.
Yeah, really.
I mean, it'd be smart of them.
So when are your guys' states going to get legalized dope?
They've been talking about it.
I know.
They legalized medical marijuana, but I don't think a single dispensary is open, and it's been like over a year. So I don't know.
So they have medical marijuana, but they don't have any place to get it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
as far as I know.
Well, they're probably afraid of, like, getting shut down. Because it happens. It's like California's had medical marijuana for a long time, and occasionally there'll be a raid. There'll be like a federal government raid, and they'll take everything and throw people in jail. Because even though it's a state law, it still violates federal law.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm not a big dope smoker these days. It's been a long time since I was even slightly one, and I never was much. Not that there's not other shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't have to get you guys on record as being druggies or anything. But
No,
if you do want to confess, go for it.
Well, I haven't had any. I haven't smoked anything since before the Army back in 89, 88. So.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So did you enjoy
At least,
your
it's been at least like hour and a half since
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Once you get the medical marijuana dispensaries up, you just get one of those cards and you're home free. You can get like 20 different varieties of the most potent shit that you ever saw.
I probably will check out Colorado sometime. I mean, I wanted to go there before pot was legal. It's supposed to be beautiful there, and I think that'd be kind of cool to check out, like, free. I mean, not free, but legal pot culture in the United States. I really never thought I would see that ever in a million years. I never even thought, like, medical. I still don't think medical. I think medical marijuana is a scam for people who want to do it recreationally. I think like 1% of medical marijuana users use it medicinally.
Yeah, I'm pretty skeptical about the whole concept of medical marijuana, but who's to say? Who's to say? But it is a way that like we've got these free weekly papers that there's like in dispensing boxes all over town on the curbs. You can pick up the San Francisco Weekly, the Bay Guardian, the East Bay Express. If you look at the back page, every single ad on the entire back page of all three of those is medical marijuana dispensaries. They're competing like tooth and claw for your medical marijuana dollar. and there's like ads for, if you need a card, call Dr. whatever.
Figured it'd be that, yeah.
It's like he doesn't do anything but issue cards. It's like he's given up healing the sick. Now all he does is like process cards. It's like there's like 20 new marijuana card holders now today.
I think some of those kind of deals have been busted. I think they've busted some people for doing that, for just
Maybe.
like doling them out.
Well, I don't know if it's like if it's easy to do and you can just like crank out money like nobody's business. You don't have to hardly work. You just show up and have staffers do the paperwork. It's like, okay, yeah. I examined him. Yeah, he's got a bad back.
The malpractice suits are probably close to nil.
Yeah, you don't get malpractice suits for
right.
it.
I've got a buddy here who's just waiting for it to be legalized. He's all ready to do a like an edibles business. He's already done test batches of canna butter, he calls it. And then once you have the butter, you can make just about anything with it. You can put it in just.
All right, marshmallow treats.
I haven't had a chance to try it. But
Rice Krispie things.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, he does brownies, of course, but it's butter, so you could make Rasta pasta. You could
Rasta.
You could do whatever you want.
Yeah, you got to be kind of careful with that because it's like you make brownies or marshmallow treats or something, and it's like you got kids. It's like, oh boy.
Yeah. Well, he tells a story. He made up one batch, and a friend of his was forget the exact details of the story. I don't know if he was on chemo or what, but he was sick somehow, so he wanted he wanted it for genuine medicinal purposes. So my buddy gave him a brownie and told him, divide this up into 4 and just do 1/4 of it, and you'll be fine. And guy ate a quarter of it, and it was tasty, and waited a little bit and nothing happened, so he ate another corner, and then he was just like, screw this is too good, and he ate the whole thing. And I think this was like a 1/4 ounce of pot's worth of, it was strong. I guess the guy spent the whole next 12 hours like laying on the couch or something like that. He was just immobilized.
Yeah, eating it is different.
Yeah.
Eating it is different. It's very long lasting that way.
I've only done that like twice. Back in high school, we made a couple I guess after high school, we made a couple of batches.
Well, I did that in college. Just one time, somebody had a party, and they had it in spaghetti sauce, and they had it in brownies. So it's like, and I made the mistake. I showed up hungry. It's like, and the spaghetti sauce was kind of good, and the brownies were sort of tasty, You gotta watch it.
Oh my!
I gotta lay off that shit. I'm putting on weight. I don't know. I'm getting a little thicker,
Thicker.
Had to go up pant sizes and stuff here. I think this video game lifestyle is not exactly the most conducive to good health and weight.
No, definitely not. Yeah, I got to watch what I eat, and I'm sort of like a naturally skinny guy. Like, luckily, otherwise I'd be huge. The way that I eat and the amount of activity I do, I've always. I mean, I used to until I was like 25. I only weighed like 130 pounds. Now I'm pushing 170, and for me, that's a lot. But,
well, that's not very heavy by most standards.
No. For me, it is. Yeah.
I wish I was 170.
I haven't got on a scale in a long time. I don't know what I weigh, but when I first knew you guys at the beginning of Sub 1, I think I weighed around 155, which is pretty skinny because I'm a pretty tall guy, but I'm sure it's over 200 now. I don't know. I haven't got on the scale in ages. I'm afraid. Well, it's like I like to get easy, convenient meals because you want to get home and play video games. So it's like, let's stop and pick up some Carl's Jr.
Yeah, I had Five Guys burger and fries for dinner tonight.
Oh, wow.
Only a little bacon cheeseburger, though, not the double.
Oh, I can't handle the doubles anymore.
It's huge. And they just give you too much fries. I wish they wouldn't. I mean, that's kind of their shtick. You order a little fries, and it's like, it's a cup like half the size of, like less than half the size of this. And then they fill that up, put it in the bag, and then they take another huge scoop of fries and dump it in the bag.
So why do they even bother with the goddamn cup? They should just pour it straight to the bag.
I don't know. I wish they wouldn't give you so many fries because I always eat them all.
Yeah,
that's why you have to go with somebody.
I don't know why. It's varying amounts. Sometimes you don't get a ton of extra fries, and I'm always relieved when I dump the bag out and there's only like a small mound of fries instead of an entire plate mound of fries.
Yeah. Well, they finally opened a Five Guys in our area. It's like near my mom's house in Redwood City. It's like, I got to drive for like about an hour and 15 minutes to visit my mom, but there is a Five Guys over there. And it's like, they just opened about maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. And it's like, all you East Coast people were always talking about Five Guys, how great it was. It's like, wow, I see that you're right.
I don't know what it is. They got some kind of voodoo in those burgers.
Yeah.
Like you take. It's one of those things where you take the separate parts and there's nothing really special about it, but then you put it all together, and it's amazing. They're very addictive.
I just wish they would open one up right here in Oakland.
The closest thing to a backyard burger, and then the fries. It's like if you go to a carnival and you get them fries from the vendors, that's what they remind me of.
Yeah. Well, now in California we have something called In-N-Out Burger, which a lot of people really like.
Yeah,
I heard a lot about them.
Yeah, their menu is really, really simple. which I like. I kind of like it. You know, you go to Jack in the Box or something, and it's like, fuck, you know. They have to create a new menu item every couple of months, and it's like,
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Five Guys is the same way. You can get burgers a couple different ways, hot dogs a couple different ways, and they have a couple of other, like you can get grilled cheese, or I think they have a salad, but I don't think it's much of a salad.
Like, yeah, let's go to Five Guys for a fucking salad.
Yeah.
That's an idea.
And you get the fries, or you can get the Cajun fries.
Yeah.
I didn't like the Cajun fries.
The place that I don't like that has a limited menu is, and there's one right next door to Five Guys, which is, it's less than a mile from my house. It just opened last year. Chipotle. I don't like.
I fucking can't stand Chipotle.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal is.
You know what I like? I like Boloco. For burritos, I like Boloco. Sorry, my cats are causing some trouble out here. You can get the really good burritos. You can get them all sorts of different ways, and I get a Mediterranean burrito, so it's got like cucumbers and like black bean hummus and feta cheese, and
Oh wow,
then you
that's
get,
weird.
the rice and the meat. But Chipotle, it's like just plain
It's
burrito.
boring. It's like, okay, in California we have tons of places where you can go, like little mom and pop joints where you can get like Mexican food, taquerias and stuff, and it's like really, really good. And Chipotle is bland. Every single thing they have is incredibly bland. There's no
People
taste.
love that place too.
Yeah, it's always a line out the door where I go.
Yeah,
I tried it a couple times, and I was just like, I could make a better tasting burrito myself.
Yeah, and
I heard that they have like a secret menu. There's some more interesting choices, but you got to know like the code words. You got to order the right.
Right. Yeah.
I
In-N-Out
forget-
Burgers like that. They got a couple of other things that you can get if you know what they, animal style or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not hip to the lingo. I
Yeah.
Google it. But Chipotle,
Have you guys ever heard of Boloco? I think that might just be New England.
what? Say it again.
Boloco.
No.
See, now by me, I know there's another Chipotle type of place I've never been to that my daughter knows about. Now, it may be, I think it started with a B. So that may be.
Boloco's pretty small, but they might have reached New Jersey. They're growing.
What about El Pollo Loco? Do you guys have that?
No.
The crazy chicken.
No.
Yeah, that's good stuff. It's grilled. It's tasty. I actually like it. Yeah. We have a place.
The Spanish guy at work used to call me Pollo Loco all the time. Why?
That's funny.
Yeah. Now we have a place. We have a place in Berkeley called High Tech Burrito, which is weird. You go in there and like it's like this metal and concrete kind of theme of the restaurant. It's like aptly named. It's very high tech, like minimalist sort of decor, high tech burrito. It's like, give me some of that high tech guacamole, high tech salsa. It's like there's plasma in it.
We got a couple of very good, authentic Mexican places near me. There's one in Waltham, the city I live in, and then there's one in Maynard where my business building is. It's called El Huipil, and it's like really regional Mexican stuff. It's, I don't know, the one closest to me is like traditional Mexican, all the traditional stuff. The one El Huipil, it doesn't have, it has some of the typical stuff like burritos and stuff, but then you can get stuff with mole sauce, which is really good, and just some different kinds of dishes than your standard little neighborhood Mexican joint.
Yeah. Well, I like the little taqueria kind of restaurants, but there's the ones where it's more sit down and they have more kind of elaborate dishes. I like going to those restaurants. Yeah, mole. I love a good mole.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mexican food is pretty much my favorite kind of food. It's like anything with a lot of flavor. Yeah. It's like that's one problem was like it's hard to eat healthy for you food because healthy for you food doesn't have much flavor. It's like, okay, can I have some more steamed broccoli?
Yeah, sure.
And brown rice?
Yeah.
I like broccoli, just smothered in cheese.
Yeah, see, there you go. There you go. A little cheese sauce would do wonders for it. How about some of that Rotel tomato mixed in there, or that hot stuff? So you got hot cheese.
What's
cheese.
Rotel? I never heard of that. Heard of Rotel?
They got this canned tomatoes that's like they're hot, they're spicy, and you mix a can of Rotel in like a block of Velveeta cheese, and you melt it up, and you got this awesome, white trash queso.
Sounds good.
Nice. I can't do any of that stuff anymore. I can't do spicy stuff. I can't do a lot of cheese. I got a Jewish gut. So
does that mean you like fart and get the
sensitive? Shits? Yeah, all that beautiful stuff. Yeah. You said it, not me, but yeah.
Yeah. So there was a post in the forum the other day. It's like about farting. And it's like the fart gave the guy away. They're on the moon.
Oh yeah, the video. It was an advertisement for beans.
Yeah, and then I posted the scene from Mel Brooks.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'll have some more beans. You've had enough.
Yeah.
Classic scene. It's a classic film right there.
It is. I would, if it was on Netflix or something, I think I'd watch it. It would be funny.
Yeah.
They'd never be able to get away making that movie again.
I know, right? Any of those Mel Brooks type movies. Yeah.
Yeah, they use the N-word a little bit too much to get away with that.
Probably Seth MacFarlane's stuff is probably the closest to Mel Brooks as far as like pushing the taste barrier.
Yeah, right.
He's got that new Western too, A Million Ways to Die in the Old West or something like that.
Yeah, I saw ads for that. I bet that's good.
Yeah.
I like the movie Ted, so I may go see this one.
Yeah.
Now, see, I haven't seen Ted. Was he behind that?
Ted was funny. Talking about smoking dope.
Yeah. I like Ted for all the local references. It was what was Mark Wahlberg's character? Was it Johnny? I can't remember. Anyway, when he was a kid, the house they shot that in was right around the corner from my mother's house.
Oh, really?
Like, literally, like a stone's throw. Yeah. And when in the opening scene of the movie, they zoom in they show the whole planet, and then they keep zooming in right down into the neighborhood. And they use the actual like satellite stuff. Like I froze it and took a picture of the screen and found my mother's house in there.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's cool.
But yeah, the accents and stuff and all the local flavor.
Now, see, I've heard Mark Wahlberg use a New England accent before in movies. He's kind of convincing.
Yeah, well, he has the real thing, but I'm trying to think which movie. What's that? What was that one with Jack Nicholson? Can't remember the name of it. The mobster one. Anyway, he sometimes lays it on a little thick, and it doesn't sound real. Like in that movie, I think Leonardo DiCaprio sounded more authentic than Mark Wahlberg.
Was that Departed?
Yeah. It was Mark Wahlberg, right?
Was it?
Yeah. He was in The Fighter. In The Fighter, he played like somebody with a Boston accent.
I haven't seen that yet. Yeah, I saw them shooting a scene of that. Well, no, actually, I didn't see them actually shooting it, but I saw where they were shooting it.
Yeah, it was kind of a good movie. Speaking of Leonardo DiCaprio, just the other day we watched on cable The Great Gatsby.
I haven't seen.
You know what? It's like I liked it a lot. It was a really good movie. It was done by Baz Luhrmann. Who Moulin Rouge and the original Romeo and Juliet that Leonardo was in.
Oh yeah,
which was kind of cool and stylized. But see, I had never. It's like somehow through my education in America, I never was required to read The Great Gatsby.
Me neither.
I never saw the movie. I never saw any version of the movie, or I read the story. I didn't know anything about The Great Gatsby except it happened back in the Roaring '20s.
Yeah.
I was supposed to have read The Great Gatsby, but I usually just read the first couple paragraphs of the chapter and paid attention in class, and I passed.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
Yeah. Cliff notes, anyone?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a few movies that books and movies that are based on literature that they make you read in high school, and for some reason, I just never was required. Usually, isn't that one like most high schools? They force you to read Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
The one I remember that we had to read in high school was Great Expectations, and that was torture. I don't think I finished it, but I did like the movie. And then when I was in junior high, and I still think this is a great movie. It was a regular assignment. It just so happened the movie came out the same year we were reading it as The Outsiders.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so I mean, we read it like exactly the same time the movie came out, which was kind of cool for the class because everybody was really into it.
Wow, you had that in your class? I just read it for fun because it was a good book, and then the movie. A lot of people were in that movie.
Oh yeah.
That's sort of was the first, like Patrick Swayze and Matt Dillon and
Rob Lowe and Tom Cruise and
Ralph Macchio, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was
Stay green, pony.
Stay golden.
Stay golden. Stay green. I don't know.
Stay green.
If
you remade it now, you'd have to say that. Stay green.
I don't remember.
We had to read.
It's a good flick, though. Good book, too.
We had to read Mice and Men. That one I watched the movie for.
Yeah,
I just read that a few months ago. Just out of curiosity.
I never read the book. Did you ever see the movie with Gary Sinise in it?
Yeah.
John Malkovich?
I haven't seen it.
That one, and
good.
there's another one with Robert Blake, too, I think, and somebody. It was done twice.
Yeah, it's probably been done a few times. That's a good story.
My favorite part about reading it was, when I read it recently, was realizing that the big dog in the Bugs Bunny cartoons is, I will love him and hug him and squeeze him and name him George.
Yeah, exactly.
That was from Of Mice and Men. It was like a takeoff of that.
Yeah. I the same thing. It's like you've been watching these Warner Brothers cartoons all your life, and they always got that. I'll love him and hug him and squeeze him and call him George.
What was the oaf's name? The oafy guy in
was that Benny?
Lenny.
Lenny. Yeah. So the dog was like Lenny. As I was reading it, I was like, oh my god, that dog in the Bugs Bunny cartoons was Lenny.
Oh yeah.
See, there you go. Bulletproof Underwear. We're bringing you great literature. This is like a book. This is like a book club. Is what we've got here.
I read that because I'm trying to read. There's this list of like 100 greatest novels, and there's some on there. There's probably a good 10 or 20 on there that I have no desire to read, like Moby Dick or something like that. But I'm trying to read as many of them as possible. I haven't read a lot of classic stuff like Catcher in the Rye is one that's on the list. I read One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, which was on that list. That was a great book, especially having seen the movie, because it seems like it was written for Jack Nicholson. Like, you read the book and you definitely just read that character in Jack Nicholson's voice and you see him,
Yeah. Well, most of the time those works of great literature are actually good.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Go figure. Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of things you can go pick up and read that, like, they're no good. They're crap.
Yeah.
I have a Kindle that I kind of got out of the habit of using it, but trying to find a good book is the hardest part of using a Kindle.
Yeah.
You get a crappy book. It's like, oh, great. This is like sucking more the longer I read it.
Yeah, I have a Kindle too, and I usually read like a few pages at least every night before I go to bed. Although not lately. Lately, I've just been falling asleep. But like I said, I've been trying to read through like the classic stuff. Sometimes when I can't make up my mind, I just pick whatever's popular. Like right now, I'm reading the second book of the Jennifer Lawrence movie with the Hunger Games. I'm reading the second book of Hunger Games, but I'm not really into it. I like the first one, but I'm having a hard time with the second one.
Jennifer Lawrence, God, she has gotten huge.
Yeah.
She is like, oh man, they love her at Comic-Con.
Oh yeah, they love her everywhere.
Yeah.
She was in a pretty kind of serious movie, American Hustle.
Oh yeah,
She
I
was
haven't
nominated
seen
for
it.
an Oscar last year.
Yeah, I want to see that.
It was good. We saw it in the theater. It's like, yeah, she played kind of a floozy gangster housewife.
Mm.
You know, I don't know. I don't know if it's like kind of miscast, but she's good looking, so I'll take it. All right, so I think we've probably exhausted the literary content sufficiently for this episode here. So supposedly next week for episode 100, we're supposed to have kind of an internet celebrity on.
Yeah. So I heard.
Driftor from YouTube is supposed to be on now. He said he would.
Cool.
He said he would. We'll see. It's like, anyway, 100 episodes.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And the thing is, we actually haven't ever skipped a week, not a single
Yeah, you're
week.
getting close to you're very close to the 2-year mark. It's 104, right?
104. Yeah, we did a thing for week 52. We had a bunch of you guys on. Fett, you weren't on that, were you?
No, I didn't make that one.
You bastard, you.
Was that a South Park reference?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's really glad to have you on the show. It's like, that's like cool. It's like we knew that Den was going to be on, but it's like, all right, we got a twofer.
Yeah, well, Den told me he was going to be on earlier when we were playing a little while before he joined.
I begged him to come on with me.
So we got a bonus.
Take
We
some
got a
of the pressure
bonus
off.
guest, but then because we got a bonus guest, we got one less host than usual.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been boring with just the two of you.
I know. It's like anytime we can't
it's a
finagle a
good
guest, we'll just do one with just me and Flex. But we have a thing. We have a thing. It kind of works, sort of. So anyway, he had a friend he hadn't seen in 20 years.
Yeah, that's cool.
Damn, that's a trip.
Sorry, my dehumidifier kicked on for like the first time ever this season. Decided to kick on while I was trying to do this.
Getting kind of dry.
I how many years ago now? A few years ago, I reconnected with a buddy of mine from 20 years ago, and it's been awesome. I was hoping to get up to see him this weekend. He lives up in Vermont. Lived up there for a little while, and he was my best friend up there, and that was 20 some odd years ago. But yeah, it was great to reconnect with him. It was like almost like no time had gone by. I was hoping. I was about to say I was hoping to get up there this weekend, but the weather's crappy, so it's not really worth.
Well, obviously the humidifier's kicking in and all that kind of shit.
It's not raining here right now, but I bet it's raining up there.
Yeah.
It's raining here.
Oh yeah.
Well, at least
Off
it's
and on.
not snowing.
Yeah, not snow.
Yeah.
All right. So this has been Bulletproof Underwear, episode 99. And if you're still watching,
Yeah, thank you.
thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
And I'm your co-host Yam Juice, and for your other co-host Flex, we'd like to thank our guest, Mr. Robert A. Fett,
Thank you.
Mr. Denjoga, and you guys know what to do. That shit never gets old, man.
You gotta cut Flex in right there, right?
Yeah. I'll see what I can do to sneak him in the picture here.
That'd be kind of funny.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
And send your friends over to watch it. All right. So here we go. Last thing. We're going to make the blooping noise. Bloop. Ooh, goodness.